Now we are going to talk about the tangent of a circle. Tangent of a circle is that line that touches the circumference at once. Circumference of the circle. Let's say we've got a circle here, and our circle, this is coming from the origin. This is x and this is y. And we've got the point here. Maybe it's x and y. And we've got our radius. We know our radius here. Here is our radius, r. Then there is this line that touches this one at one point. That's our tangent. We call this line our tangent. That tangent, it is believed that the tangent is perpendicular to the radius, if it's our radius. So the tangent is perpendicular to radius or the diameter, if it's the diameter from that line. So that means if they are perpendicular, remember we did that when we're doing the revision from grade 10 and 11, that if the lines are perpendicular, the gradient, that means mt is mt times m radius must be equal to negative. If you calculate the gradient of this one and the gradient of that one must be equal to -1. So the only trick here, or the only thing that you are tested on, is about the gradient. So if you are giving a tangent and the circle, you must know that the one thing that definitely sure you'll need is a gradient. You must know how to calculate the gradient, and you must go to this one. You must know that they are perpendicular. Let's say, okay, we are given something like this. Okay, first of all, our revision. Remember that we said if we are giving something like that, x squared plus y squared is equal to, maybe is equal to 10. What is the center of the origin? This is from the origin. This form is from the origin. If this circle goes from the origin, so it means the center, the coordinates of the center were like 0 is to 0 from the origin, like this. And our radius is square root of 10. It means here was 10. But if we are giving something like this, x minus b squared plus y minus b squared is equal to r squared. You must know that our center is it's a here. Center is a and b, and then we've got our r. So we are giving x plus 3 plus squared, maybe minus 3 squared is equal to 4. What is our center? Our center will be like -3 because it's positive, and 3 positive, and our r is 2. Square root of 4 is 2. That's our revision. So now we know about the tangent, and then we are going to our this one is from the origin, and this one is not from the origin. Not from origin, it's from anywhere. It can be here, the center can be anywhere. Now we are going to our examples. Here's our first example, example 1. Don't mind the handwriting. We are giving that p, our p is 4:1, and then calculate the equation of a tangent. Okay, maybe we can start by calculating the radius and the radius. What's the radius and the equation of a tangent? Here's the tangent. Equation of the tangent. Okay, if we want to calculate the radius, you know that this is from the origin, and we're giving that one. It means x squared will be 4 squared plus 1 squared is equal to r squared. The equation of this cycle. If we want the radius, we must first find the radius. It will be like 16 plus 1 is equal to r squared. R is equal to 17. R squared is equal to 17. So r is equal to square root of 17. This, and then the equation of a cycle. So it means x squared plus y squared is equal to 17. Here's the radius, and the equation is like this one, first answer. And then if they say we must calculate the equation of a tangent, we must first calculate the radius, the gradient of the radius. Here's the radius, the gradient of a radius. The gradient of a radius is y2 minus y1 from here over x2 minus x1, which is y2. It will be like, I know that we have got 4 and 1. It will be y minus 0 over 4 minus 0 equal to 1 over 4, positive 1 over 4. Therefore, from here, we know that the tangent with the gradient of the radius is 1 over 4. And you know that from here, we said if the gradient is mt, m of a tangent times m of a radius must be equal to -1 because they are perpendicular. So it means 90 degrees, they are perpendicular. So it will be the gradient of the tangent times the radius of the gradient of the radius is 1 over 4 equal to -1. So that means if you are multiplying by 4, m, the tangent is equal to -4. That's -4. Okay, we know that if we want to calculate the equation, we must have the gradient and 1 point. Now we've got the gradient and the point is 4:1. So it means you'll say y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Then y minus, what's our point? 1. 1 minus 1 is equal to -4, this one, into x minus 4. So it will be like y is equal to -4x plus 16, then plus 1. Y is equal to -4x plus 17. Here's the equation of a tangent. Now we are done. Equation of a tangent is y is equal to -4x plus 17. That is from the origin. First of all, we calculated the equation of a circle, which is x squared plus y squared is equal to 17 after calculating the radius. And then we calculated the gradient of this radius, and then after that mt times mr is equal to -1. Calculated the equation of a line, that is tangent. Okay, from here now we are going to do the second example. The second example is not from the origin. We are giving this one, x squared plus y squared minus 2y plus 6x minus 7 is equal to 0 at p to -2 and 5. They will say calculate the equation of a tangent. What's the equation of a tangent? This is the equation of a circle, and what is the equation of a tangent? First of all, we must know the gradient of the radius, and we don't know what was the radius here. We must first calculate the radius. How are we going to calculate the radius? Okay, so it means from this circle we are given something like this. This is something like this maybe, and then we are given something like this. Maybe the center, because it's -2 and 5, -2, oh, the center was somewhere. Okay, don't mind, maybe it is passing from this one, and this center was here and the radius was over there, and then this tangent was passing somewhere passing somewhere, not this side, because it's negative 2 and 5 was passing there. So now it means we've got two points. We've got this point is passing at negative 2 and 5. This is P, but we don't know the center. We don't know this. We must first find the center so that we can find the radius. You know, so that we can find the gradient. You know that if we want to find the gradient, we must take yb minus ya over xb minus xa. So we don't know the coordinates of the center. We must first calculate that one. How are we going to calculate? We are going to use the complete the square like we did before. So we are going to group this one, x squared plus 6x and then plus y squared minus 2y is equal to 7. Going to group so that you can calculate the square. X squared, you can complete the square. X squared plus x, the 6x means there's something that's supposed to be here, plus y squared minus 2y is equal to 7. So we must calculate this one. I said first of all we must take this 6, coefficient of the 6 divided by 2, and the answer is 3. Then 3 squared, the answer is 9. So it means plus 9. Yeah. From here, coefficient of y, negative 2 divided by 2, the answer is negative 1, and then squared equal to 1 plus 1. We have added 9 and 1, so it means we must say plus 9 plus 1 on that side. We're completing the square. So from here is x, we take from 6, it means it's gonna be plus 3 all squared plus y, this one is gonna be negative 1 is equal to 7 plus 9 plus 1 is 17. It's gonna be 17. So if it's 17, so it means what are the coordinates of what is the radius? The radius is square root of 17, and what are the coordinates of the center? Coordinates of the center is negative 3 and 1 positive. So it means now we know these coordinates of the center is negative 3 and 1. So we've got negative 3 and 1 and negative 2 and 5. So from here, know that is negative 3 and 1. Negative 3 and 1. That's one. That's our center. Okay, the radius in the center. After that, what we are supposed to do like this one. So we are here. What's the gradient of the radius? Gradient of the radius. We know y2 minus y1. We're gonna say 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1 divided by negative 2 plus 3. This one is supposed to be positive. It's gonna be positive plus 3. And then the answer is 4 divided by negative 2 plus 1. 4 divided by 1. And the answer is 4. It's 5 minus 1 divided by is 5 minus 1 and negative 2 plus 3. The answer is 4. Then from here we know that mt times mr is equal to negative 1. mt. So now we want the gradient for this, for the tangent. mt times what is the gradient of the radius is 4 is equal to negative 1. Then we divide by 4. M of a tangent is equal to negative 1 over 4. 1 over 4. If it's like that, now we are going there now. Y minus y, so it means y minus, we take this point here, y minus y. So it's y minus 5 is equal to m. What is our gradient? Negative 1 over 4 into x minus gonna be plus 2, because you are using this one, this point where the tangent goes. You can't use this one because the tangent doesn't go there. So y is equal to negative 1 over 4x, then minus 1 over 4 times 2. 1 over 4 times 2 is going to be 1 over 2, negative 1 over 2, then plus 5, if 5 goes that side. Negative 1 over 4x, and what is this one? Negative 5 minus 1 over 2. Okay, gonna do it easy. Gonna do it like this. We'll say 2. Okay, calculate this one. I'm giving you, I want you to check if you can calculate this one. I hope you got the answer. Then it's plus 9 over 2. So this is the equation of a tangent. Y is equal to negative 1 over 4x plus 9 over 2. So what we did here, because we were giving x squared plus y squared minus 2x plus 6x minus 7 and 1 point, we're supposed to group this one so that you can find the coordinates of the center, so that you can find the gradient. After finding the gradient, we know that the mt times mr is equal to negative 1 because they are perpendicular. After that, we calculated the equation of the tangent, which is this one. I think by this one, you can even get the like half of what you will be given on your final exam under this question of a tangent or a circle or analytical geometry. This is what is basically for grade 12 analytical geometry. Tangent of a circle and then the radius in the equation of a circle. That's all. See you next time.